New tonight, medical marijuana will be sold in Kansas City in the next couple of weeks.
We're taking you inside the process of getting the product from the grow sites to store shelves. 41 Action News reporter Sarah Plake went inside of a cultivation facility that just finished its first harvest.
Carrollton, Missouri is a small town, an hour and a half outside of Kansas City. Its population is just under 4,000 people. In this unassuming warehouse, they are consuming more energy than the entire town.
These guys are what we're after. This is the buds, this is the medicine.
This is a medical marijuana cultivation warehouse full of 12,000 marijuana plants. Carroll County Cannabis Company, C4, gave us the tour, something many people have been waiting to see for 2 years.
We start out with the little clones. They go into a 1-gallon pot. They're in there for 8 or 10 days to get rooted up, and then they go into what we call pre-veg for another 12 days.
On the day we visited, employees were transferring the small plants into larger 5-gallon pots, where they'll finish out the rest of their cycle. Every plant is tagged and tracked.
We just harvested Bloom Room 1, and then 12 days after that, we harvest Bloom 2. 12 days after that, 3. Now, every 12 days, we'll have a new harvest.
C4 uses LED and high-pressure sodium lighting. They need optimal humidity and temperature levels to take the plants from clones to this.
When it's in flowering stage, that's when the buds start coming out. You know, this is everything that we're looking for.
And this is the creme de la creme. All of these buds will be ready for harvest in the next couple weeks. They look like they're ready to go, but there are several steps left before it hits the shelves.
The plants will go through a bucking machine that pops the buds right off. This helps C4 get the product out to meet demands, but they'll focus more on hand trimming as they ramp up.
We have some sativas, we have some indicas, we have a lot of hybrids.
Okay.
So a lot of the stuff now is a hybrid, it's a mix. So there's a lot of different uses for different plants.
From here, the product will travel 77 miles to North Kansas City to Green Precision Analytics, a medical marijuana testing lab that just received its final inspection from the state on Thursday.
And this is the final step. Here in this lab, they'll process hundreds of pounds of medical marijuana, and it's all going through a very scientific process.
And then as we receive it in the lab, everything comes in here for grinding and shaking and centrifuging before we dilute it down to put it on the instrument.
Let's break that down. Scientists will test the marijuana for potency, pesticides, and any other dangerous bacteria.
This runs for about 2 minutes.
Then they'll grind down the flour into a powder. They'll add a solvent to the powder and shake it up for 20 minutes, spin it around, then take the solution off the top and into the testing machine it goes. It'll go through a couple more testing machines before it's ready to head to the dispensary or a manufacturing facility.
We'll definitely have our challenges keeping up once they are in full swing, but we've set ourselves up for quite a bit of throughput here, being able to do 40 or 50 samples a day in the early beginning.
For both facilities, it's been a mad dash to the finish line.
We'll be in probably 9 or 10 dispensaries in the next month or so. It'll be gone. I mean, we'll deliver it and it'll be there a couple days and it'll be gone.
You can expect to see medical marijuana for sale in the Kansas City area within the next 2 weeks. Sarah Plake, 41 Action News.